backpack, started streaming with Roblox's permission. We saw a bunch of other YouTubers there. I had an arm wrestling battle with a bunch of other YouTubers, and that went great and lovely and amazing. Yeah, my username's This Beat Me in an arm wrestling battle. That wasn't fun. But I got to show off all the cool booths, walk around the pier and the convention. We actually almost had 50,000 people watching. It was a great time. But I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I decided to gather up a bunch of my YouTuber friends. We hopped into an Uber, and, well, this is where the problem started. And where did we go? We went to this place called Pier 39. If you've ever been in San Francisco, you'll know that it's a pretty popular tourist destination. It's like the tourist destination. There's like sea lions there. There's an amusement park there. There's a bunch of shops, food. It's great. So we went to Pier 39. We checked out the sea lions. We rode a few of the rides in the amusement park area. Went to a few of the shops. I would show you guys footage of this, but I can't. And you'll see why here in a second. Because, well, as we were leaving, we were stopped by a security guard. He came up to us. He asked us if we had a film permit to film at Pier 39. And of course, we didn't. We thought it was a public space. There was no signs that said private property. There were no signs that said no filming. There was like hundreds, if not thousands of people there. It's an entire amusement park. I was like, yeah, this is a public space. It's a pier. It's one of San Francisco's giant tourist attractions, right? So we didn't have a permit. So the security guard stopped us and he said we can either A, give him all of our information and he can confiscate our equipment, or B, he can call the police. And well, we were already leaving, so we just told him, hey, we're going to leave the area. We're going to get out of here. We're going to stop. It's not going to be a problem. We don't want any trouble. And the security guard tried to stop us. He actually tried to grab the RDC badge off of my bodyguard's neck because it had our information on it. And so at that point, we were just like, let's get out of here. Let's just leave. Let's go as quickly as possible. And this whole time, the security guard kept trying to stop us. He told us that we can't leave. We can't go anywhere. Honestly, I was pretty scared. I didn't know what to do. This was my first IRL stream. I've never been in a situation like this before. I had no idea what was going on. So we get to the front of the pier where all the Ubers and taxis are. We immediately hop into a taxi and we start going back to the hotel. The security guard at the pier steps in front of the taxi as he's pulling off and is like, no, you cannot leave. Stay. Stop. You can't go. Luckily, the taxi driver just like pulled around him. It was honestly pretty scary, and I'm pretty sure the security guard actually did end up calling the police as we were like leaving in the taxi. And well, a few short minutes later, we got back to the hotel, and that's where we decided it's probably a good idea to just end the stream there, stop the stream, private the stream. If you look up the stream on the channel, it's actually privated. You can't find it anywhere. And well, here we are a few days later. I've talked to my lawyer about the situation. I was like, hey, am I going to go to jail? Like, what in the world's going on here? What do I need to do? And while I probably shouldn't get into too much detail here, the TLDR is we didn't do anything illegal. It's actually legal to film in public-private areas, so we weren't breaking the law there. It's just, of course, the owner, in this case, the company that owns the pier, they want a film permit if you do any filming there. So they, of course, had the full right to ask us to leave and not film on the property. Now, whether or not our YouTube live stream counts as a commercial film project, I don't know. I don't really care to find out one way or another. But basically, we found out we didn't do anything illegal. We left the area when we were asked to leave the area. So here's what we're going to do. Even though that legally I can put the stream back up on the channel and republish it for everyone to watch in its entirety, I'm actually going to cut out the part where we were at Pier 39. I'm going to cut that out entirely just to comply with Pier 39's rules. Everything that happened before that and at RDC, that's going to get republished on the channel probably later today. Like I said before, I don't want any trouble with the pier. I didn't know it was private property. None of us did. There were no signs saying it was. There were no filming or anything like that. So we're just going to go ahead and comply with the pier's rules. We're going to cut that part out of the stream. We're going to republish that on the channel. And hopefully that's the end of this. No harm was done. We didn't get arrested. And none of us have absolutely no hard feelings towards the pier or anyone who works there. Now, let's talk about RDC. Let's talk about the Innovation Awards. As you guys probably know, they were shut down due to a potential security threat. And I've seen a lot of misinformation online about the situation, so I just want to make this video to clarify what happened and, well, why it got shut down. So immediately after we left Pier 39, it was time for rehearsals for the Innovation Awards. If you guys don't know what the Innovation Awards are, it's kind of like the Grammys, kind of like the Oscars, kind of like the Emmys. Roblox goes up on stage, everyone's there, and they give out awards to the top creators, developers, games, UGC artists, etc. Well, on the way back to RDC, Roblox, the police, Twitter, we were all informed that there was a threat posted on Twitter. I'm not going to say what that threat was, but this is America. You can probably take a guess as to what it was. This person had posted pictures and plenty of tweets and threats against Roblox. I called Roblox. I was like, hey, is everything fine? Is everything safe? Should we come back? And they informed me that, yes, the police have everything under control. There's no actual threat. We're safe to come to the Innovation Awards. Basically, the person who tweeted out all of this stuff, it was just a giant troll. I know a little bit more than that, but I don't know what I can and can't say, so I'll just say that the person that tweeted out all of that, they were just a giant troll. The police knew that they were just a giant troll. Roblox knew that they were just a giant troll, and everything was fine. So we go to the Innovation Awards. We're rehearsing. It's about 40 minutes before the actual event begins, and security in Roblox pulls everyone together that's inside the building for rehearsals, and they say, hey, the event is now canceled. There is a new, credible, and very dangerous threat that we have been informed of thanks to the police, and the police are saying that this is no longer a safe area. They told us that we should not leave the building. We should stay in the building while the police are outside, investigating, making sure everything is safe and okay. And 10 minutes later, Roblox released their tweet saying, hey, the Innovation Awards in RDC is canceled. There was a potential security threat, and for the safety of everyone, we're just canceling the event. About 30 minutes after that, we were told that we are safe to leave the building, we're free to go, and that we should just get off the premises, just leave the area as quickly as possible. And that's what we did. We went outside, we hopped in an Uber, and we just left as quickly as possible. Now, you might be wondering, well, what exactly happened? Well, you see, earlier in the day, there was a Roblox developer. I'm not going to say who they are. I'm not going to say any names. It was a Roblox developer that showed up at RDC, that showed up at the event and tried to get in. This person was not invited. This person was not allowed to get in. And so obviously security did not let this person into the event. When the security told them, hey, you're not allowed to get into the event, they called the police. The police came, told the person to leave. Person refused to leave and decided it would be a good idea to punch the cop. Of course, punching a cop, never a good idea. The cops literally jumped the person, and this person was then immediately detained and arrested. Well, a few hours go by, and while we were in rehearsals, turns out the police actually found a weapon in this person's car. I don't know if it was multiple weapons. I don't know if it was just one. I don't know if it was two. I know it was at least a weapon. And alongside that weapon, they found a bunch of other pretty concerning things: high capacity magazines, armor piercing rounds, and I think one or two other things. And after the police found that, they were like, okay, we got to shut all this down. This place is no longer safe. And that is, of course, when the awards was canceled. Now, what was going to happen? What could have happened? There's a lot of what if. I'm not going to answer all that. I'm not going to say what could have happened. I don't know what this person was doing there. I don't know what their plan was. All I know is the fact. They tried to get into the event without permission. They punched a police officer. They were arrested. They had at least a weapon in their vehicle along with pretty high capacity rounds, and after that the event was shut down. I do know a little bit more than that, but again, I don't know what I should, can't, and can say, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. At the end of the day, I'm safe. Everyone that was there is safe. Nobody got hurt. It does suck that the event got shut down, but at the end of the day, we're all safe, and that's all that matters. Now, as for what's going to happen to the Innovation Awards, is Roblox just going to announce the winners? Are they going to do some sort of another event? I don't know. I do know that Roblox will be issuing some statement over the next few days talking about probably what happened and talking about what's going to be happening going forward with the Innovation Awards. I imagine they're probably going to do some sort of another event, whether it's virtual or streamed or something like that. But that's what happened. That was Saturday. That was my weekend. And I'm back home now. Everyone's good. Obviously, there is a lot of information that's come out of RDC. There's a lot to talk about, a lot of drama that's happened, a lot of new updates to talk about. So expect a lot of videos over the next few days. But with all that being said, thanks for everyone who tuned in to the live streams. It sucks. The Innovation Award live stream got canceled. I was going to live stream that on Roblox's behalf. That was going to be a lot of fun. But